All right, United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio delivered a remark on the U.S.-India ties alongside U.S. envoy Sergio Gore amid state visit to India. He said that India-U.S. ties are the cornerstone of the United States relationship with the Indo-Pacific. He also said that President Trump and PM Modi have an extremely great connection with each other. Our partnership has deepened immensely, much more than comes to headlines. Our security and military partnership has strengthened as well. Manohar Keshri, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Manohar, Marco Rubio ने वो बातें कही जो शायद राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को कहनी चाहिए थी, पर 3 दिन का उनका दौरा है. किन किन बातचीत को लेकर आपको लगता है कि भारत और अमेरिका के बीच में जो ताल्लुकात है उनमें इजाफा हो सकता है?
देखिए, बिल्कुल क्वाड समिट को है जिसमें सारे फॉरेन मिनिस्टर्स मेंबर कंट्रीज के होंगे और इसी मद्देनजर वो दिल्ली आज पहुंचे और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी से उसकी मुलाकात की है. और इस मुलाकात को लेकर के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने खुद एक्स पोस्ट पे लिखा है और उन्होंने कहा है कि हमारे बीच में अच्छी बातचीत हुई है और साथ ही साथ हमने रीजनल और ग्लोबल जो हमारा स्ट्रेटेजिक इश्यूज हैं उसे लेकर के हमने बातचीत की है. खास करके रीजनल और ग्लोबल पीसफुल और सिक्योरिटी को लेकर के बातचीत की है. इतना ही नहीं, जिस तरह से भी वेस्ट एशिया में हालात हैं, जिस तरह से कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, इस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट के मद्देनजर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और मार्को रूबियो के बीच कई इशूज को लेकर के, चाहे हम टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करें, डिफेंस की बात करें या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट, एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी, कनेक्टिविटी, एजुकेशन और किस तरह से हम लोगों को जो है पीपल टू पीपल कनेक्ट हो, इन सारी चीजों को लेकर के बातचीत हुई है ताकि भविष्य में हम और इस स्थिति को बेहतर कर सके. भारत और अमेरिका के बीच जो संबंध है और ज्यादा मजबूत हो और वेस्ट एशिया के हालात के मद्देनजर हम रीजनल और ग्लोबल इश्यूज को कैसे सॉर्ट आउट कर सकते हैं, इसे लेकर के चर्चा हुई है और प्रधानमंत्री को अमेरिका आने का निमंत्रण भी दिया है. जी
मनोहर, इस जानकारी के लिए आपका शुक्रिया. Hello and welcome to NewsX Deep Dive. My name is Vineet Malhotra, where today the focus is back on West Bengal's border politics. The deportation of illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators has long been an explosive issue that has shaped elections, security debates and India-Bangladesh relations. The new government in West Bengal, led by Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari, has now announced its Detect, Delete, Deport strategy targeting illegal Bangladeshi immigrants in line with Union Home Minister Amit Shah's directive. The government has underlined its policy as necessary for national security, demographic stability and border control. So what exactly is unfolding in West Bengal? How will these deportations work and why has the India-Bangladesh border remained such a massive security challenge? Let's dive in. Well, West Bengal shares one of India's largest and most porous international borders with Bangladesh, one that spans 2,217 kilometers, the longest portion of the 4,000 India-Bangladesh boundary. Rivers, agricultural fields, villages and densely populated settlements make this border extremely difficult to secure. But now the Bengal government has signalled a major policy shift. Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari has announced that migrants not covered in the Citizenship Amendment Act or CAA will be identified, arrested and handed over to Border Security Force for deportation. Listen in.
এবং বিশেষভাবে গতকাল থেকে অনুপ্রবেশকারীদেরকে কোর্টে না পাঠিয়ে বাংলাদেশ বর্ডারে বিএসএফ এর কাছে পাঠানোর যে আইন কালকে কার্যকর হয়েছে গতকাল পশ্চিমবঙ্গে পুলিশ কমিশনারকে এবং আরপিএফ কে ডাইরেক্টলি বলে দেওয়া হয়েছে হাওড়া.
Well, the government is also reportedly creating a streamlined deportation mechanism. Instead of long detention or court procedures, suspected illegal immigrants will be directly transferred to BSF border outposts before being deported to Bangladesh. The administration has also stated that it wants a weekly tracking of deportation data, tighter surveillance at railway stations and faster coordination with the central agencies. This drive is not limited to deportations alone. The Bengal government has also accelerated border fencing projects Land has now been handed over to the BSF for fencing crucial stretches of the India-Bangladesh border. This comes as districts like the North 24 Parganas with several vulnerable areas are riverine and extremely difficult to monitor. Security agencies have long argued that these gaps are exploited not just by illegal migrants but also smuggling networks, fake currency operators, cattle trafficking syndicates and narcotics pipelines. And this is where the issue becomes bigger than just migration, because concern groups highlight how illegal infiltration is tied directly to internal security and demographic change. So what exactly is the detect, delete, deport policy that the Bengal Chief Minister has underscored? Well, the phrase is simple. Detect refers to identifying illegal infiltrators. Delete means removing allegedly fraudulent names from voter rolls and welfare databases. And deport means sending undocumented individuals back to Bangladesh. Speaking to reporters after an administrative review meeting, Suvendu Adhikari said that instructions had already been issued to the police commissioner and the Railway Protection Force in this regard. He stated that since yesterday, the new rule has come into effect under which infiltrators will not be sent to courts but handed over to BSF outposts at the Bangladesh border. Keeping in line with this, India's Ministry of External Affairs has also maintained that Bangladesh must expedite nationality verification so that repatriation can happen smoothly and legally. And that is another crucial layer to this story, because deportation is not as simple as dropping someone at the border fence. For any deportation to happen officially, Bangladesh must first accept that the individual is indeed a Bangladeshi citizen. That requires documentation, verification, diplomatic coordination and security procedures. The BJP has consistently maintained that illegal immigration altered demographics in border districts, affected land ownership patterns and influenced elections. The party also claims that previous governments deliberately slowed border fencing and avoided strict verification exercises. The new Bengal administration said that those days are over. In fact, recent reports suggest that intensified verification drives are already underway in the state. The challenge now is balancing national security and legal due process. Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari said that he was hopeful about completing the delimitation exercise of wards under the civic bodies of Howrah and adjacent Bali by December this year, where municipal elections have long remained pending, and initiating the process of forming elected boards at both urban local bodies. In fact, the Bengal government now appears determined to show visible action. Just take a look at the steps being taken. Infiltrators to directly be handed over to BSF instead of being produced before courts. Transfer of land to BSF for faster border fencing. 7 critical stretches of national highways linking areas to the Siliguri corridor cleared to be handed over to central agencies. In fact, fencing work has already started along the India-Bangladesh border. Only 27-kilometer land remains unfenced, with officials stating that they have initiated groundwork following the long pending transfer. Home Minister Amit Shah has promised 600-acre land to West Bengal in total. With broader national conversations around border security, illegal immigration and citizenship verification accelerating, West Bengal now sits at the center of that storm. This is no longer just a regional issue. It is a national security issue, a demographic issue as well as diplomatic issue. The message from Bengal is unmistakable. The era of soft border politics may be ending. What replaces it is a decisive security policy. Now depends on how this deportation drive unfolds in the months ahead. Dr. P.K. Mishra, former ADG, BSF, joins us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Dr. Mishra, appreciate you being here with us. How do you think this process of deporting these illegals is going to be successful? And why do you think there were impediments in its past under the past government?
Yes, Vineet, I can well tell you, we faced a lot of problem for the last 15 years with the government. It's not only the central government or MHA, even the BSF had taken it up several times with Mamata government for handing over the land to BSF so that the fencing can be made. But there were some compulsion, maybe vote bank politics, maybe the illegal immigration to continue, and the gaps remain as it is. I know about 120 kilometers or more because of the riverine terrain that the fencing cannot be made. But about 450 kilometers, which are the land border, there was no problem of making the fencing. And categorically, we kept on informing Bangladesh government, I mean our West Bengal government. Nothing happened. And the region is very well known for bank politics. What was going on earlier in Assam government also, before this, the same thing happened in West Bengal also. Its political role played too much. And that is how, as you were telling, not only illegal immigration continued, its fake currency was there. Then you had jihadis coming. We have ISI modules were entering, and we had a lot of drugs also coming. They were caught also in the border. Drones were coming. Weapons were coming. Now Jamatis were coming. So we have to be very cautious. You see the demographic change, what has happened in North 24 Parganas border, Malda border, Nadia border, Murshida border, Karimganj border in Assam, and Kuch Bihar border. Things are very bad. And it's nice that Mr. Subhendu Adhikari, what he spoke there when Assam government, the new Assam government took over, Hemanta Biswa Sarma ji, he followed that one and he told that, yes, you just informed about DQ or D3. Delete doesn't mean that they should be removed. Delete is from the electoral roll, they should be removed. But detection and deportation has to be done as quickly as possible. Mr. Subhendu Adhikari, in the beginning, he has handed over 27 kilometers of land to BSF in Phansi sector in Siliguri corridor. And see, I will tell you about the Siliguri corridor, why it has been done in the beginning. This is the place, the chicken neck, which is very, very, as far as security of the nation, it is very important. Because opposite to that, China has made a very long airstrip to keep attack aircrafts opposite to chicken neck. So we have to be very cautious to control this area. And in that Phasidawa complex, particularly in 27-kilometer belt, jihadis were coming, ISI modules were also entering. Forget about this drugs and weapons and all that can manage. But this is what was going on. And now, when Mr. Subhendu Adhikari, he has handed over this 27 kilometers of land to BSF. BSF has already started fencing it to Phansi border. And the best part of it, the border population, they are very happy. They have given the land. Force was not applied. And the similar thing will continue. In fact, we have started at Kuch Bihar border. Now, Honorable Amit Sahaji, our Home Minister, yesterday in the BSF function in Vigyan Bhavan in Investor Ceremony, he told that smart border fencing with security grid to be made in 2 years, so that the security in border areas, particularly the BSF's way of working, will be very smooth in 2 years, because there will be more radars there in the border fencing. There will be more night vision devices. There will be satellites. There will be drones, because BSF has already made various drone battalions. So there will be new BOPs. There will be new observation posts and liaison with state SHOs and SPs concerned, district magistrates concerned, and local intelligence authority like that of IB and also RNW that will continue, and CID also. That security, security apparatus, all security apparatus in the border, they will coordinate, and we'll see that the smart border fencing will be made, so that anybody trying to penetrate from across, they will be known before 5 kilometers, and can track it, and they can be apprehended. So this is what will happen, and I'm very, very happy that Mr. Subhendu Adhikari, he has, in fact, his first task was this: the illegal immigration must stop. It's only the government has told it. Someone tells 1.2 crores, someone tells 2 crores. More than 2 crores are there. Bangladeshi migrants are there in our country. I have written a book called Bangladesh Migrants: A Threat to India, and I mentioned which are the routes in which they are coming. Particularly, you find this North 24 Parganas and the Sundarbans. We have to be very cautious in those routes. And now Bangladesh has become a mini Pakistan, because I have seen myself ICE agents and particularly Pakistan Army and PLA, they are camping
All right.
in Dhaka
Sir,
and
we have run out
Chittagong.
of time, but
No.
I appreciate your valuable feedback, sir. We've really learned a lot. Thank you so much. We take a short break. Be right back.